The world of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta has never been short on drama, but every once in a while, a feud comes along that doesn't just live inside the show, it breaks through the screen and takes over the internet. That's exactly what's happening right now with Yandy and Rasheeda. Once allies, maybe even friends, the two have now become bitter enemies. And what started as whispers and side comments has grown into one of the messiest, most talked about rivalries in the show's history. Accusations of betrayal, rumors of secret relationships, speculation about infidelity, and even threats about getting cast members fired. It's all in play. Fans are choosing sides, receipts are flooding social media, and this storyline has spiraled so far that even Mona Scott Young herself probably couldn't have scripted it better. So today, we're diving deep into the feud that has everyone talking, how it started, what was said, how the cast and the fans are reacting, and where things might be heading. And trust me when I say, this is going to be a ride. Now, let's rewind to the beginning. Yandy and Rasheeda were never exactly inseparable besties, but there was a time when Yandy genuinely stood up for Rasheeda. When Rasheeda was locked in her ongoing drama with Jasmine Washington, Yandy offered her support. She had her back during interviews, defended her when rumors swirled, and even pushed back against Jasmine's narrative in public. That's not something Yandy had to do. In the cutthroat world of reality television, loyalty like that is rare. But when the tables turned and Yandy found herself in the hot seat, Rasheeda didn't return the favor. In fact, instead of shutting down gossip, Rasheeda and Kirk reportedly added fuel to the fire, entertaining rumors that Mendices might have actually cheated. For Yandy, that felt like the ultimate betrayal. Someone she once defended was now feeding speculation about her marriage, a part of her life that's always been heavily scrutinized both on and off the show. In interviews, Rasheeda didn't just distance herself, she burned the bridge. She told fans and castmates alike that her so-called friendship with Yandy was nothing more than what the cameras captured. "We're not besties anymore. Whatever you saw on TV, that was for the cameras. We are no longer friends," Rasheeda declared. And as if that wasn't enough, she added that Yandy didn't even deserve to be her friend in the first place. That kind of statement cuts deep, not just for Yandy, but for anyone who believed the two had built something genuine. And this wasn't subtle shade, this was a full-on announcement that whatever bond they once had was officially dead. But Yandy wasn't about to take that line down. She clapped back, not just with words, but with carefully aimed shots on social media. She started hinting that Rasheeda wasn't as innocent as she wanted the world to believe. She suggested Rasheeda and Jasmine were closer than anyone realized, even spending time off camera in ways that blurred the lines between friendship and something else. Fans started piecing things together, pointing out photos, captions, and side-by-side comparisons of where Rasheeda and Jasmine were spotted at the same time. The narrative started to shift. Was Rasheeda really just Kirk's ride-or-die wife, or was she secretly playing both sides of the messy triangle with Jasmine? Then Jasmine herself stepped into the mix. On camera, she revealed that she had spoken to Yandy on the phone. According to Jasmine, Yandy directly accused Rasheeda of orchestrating a plot to break up her marriage. That's a bold accusation, and Jasmine repeated it in front of the cameras for the world to hear. Rasheeda didn't hesitate to call it delusional, insisting she had nothing to do with Yandy's personal problems. But at that point, the seed had already been planted. Once a rumor is out there, it takes on a life of its own, and Yandy's suspicions suddenly didn't seem so far-fetched to a lot of viewers. As always, fans wasted no time picking sides. Social media lit up with debates. On one side, you had Team Yandy calling Rasheeda fake and accusing her of abandoning a friend when she needed her the most. On the other side, Team Rasheeda argued that Yandy was just being dramatic, twisting narratives and dragging people into drama that didn't involve them. Twitter threads started resurfacing old clips, digging up every interaction between Rasheeda and Jasmine and analyzing them for hidden meaning. Instagram Lives replayed moments where Yandy's suspicions suddenly looked more believable. And TikTok, of course, turned the feud into entertainment, remixing clapbacks and confrontations into viral sounds.
The fandom was split right down the middle. Every new episode added fuel to the fire. And the wildest part? The more the cast tried to deny certain things, the more fans felt convinced that something bigger was happening behind the scenes. It wasn't just about what was on TV anymore. It was about the receipts fans were digging up themselves. Then, the story took an even crazier turn. Yandy dropped the bombshell that Rasheeda and Jasmine weren't just friends. They might have been involved in something deeper. She crudely suggested they were bumping cats, and that Kirk was still involved with Jasmine behind Rasheeda's back. Suddenly, the narrative shifted from betrayal to speculation about a full-on poly dynamic between Rasheeda, Jasmine, and Kirk. Now, whether that's true or not is anyone's guess. Kirk brushed it off with a shocking kind of indifference, saying, "And if that were true, why would we hide it?" For most fans, that wasn't the denial they were expecting. Instead of shutting the rumor down, Kirk's response almost made it sound more believable. And the internet ran with it. Memes flooded timelines, with fans joking about sister wives and editing photos of Rasheeda, Jasmine, and Kirk together as if they were in some kind of reality TV version of Big Love. Whether there was any truth to it or not didn't even matter anymore. The rumor had legs, and it was running on its own. If you thought things couldn't get messier, the sit-down between Yandy and Rasheeda proved otherwise. The moment started calm enough, but Rasheeda wasted no time cutting straight to the point. "When will you stop talking about me and my husband?" Yandy looked genuinely confused, responding, "What are you even talking about?" But Rasheeda wasn't backing down. Her voice got sharper, her body language more aggressive, and soon enough, the entire table was engulfed in their argument. Yandy tried to keep her composure, but Rasheeda pressed harder and harder. The climax came when Rasheeda threatened Yandy directly, bragging that she had enough pull with producers to get her kicked off the show entirely. That was the moment the internet collectively gasped. Everyone watching knew Mona Scott Young was the one who called those shots, not Rasheeda. Fans instantly dragged her online, calling her delusional for even suggesting she had that kind of power. But the damage was done. The feud wasn't just personal anymore. It was public, ugly, and humiliating. After that confrontation aired, the fallout was immediate. Twitter exploded with live reactions. Instagram gossip pages posted clip after clip of the fight. TikTok creators slowed down Rasheeda's threats, set them to dramatic music, and remixed Yandy's clapbacks into viral sounds that racked up millions of views. Fans debated endlessly in comment sections, dissecting every line, every facial expression, and every off-camera rumor. Some viewers even went back to older seasons, pulling receipts that suddenly made sense in the context of this feud. The deeper fans dug, the more contradictions they found. Rasheeda's past comments about Jasmine suddenly didn't line up. Yandy's suspicions seemed less far-fetched, and Kirk's dismissive attitude made people wonder if there was more truth hidden in plain sight than anyone wanted to admit. At this point, the feud isn't just a storyline on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. It's bigger than that. It's a social media war, a public relations nightmare, and a real test of loyalty that has people questioning what's real and what's just for the cameras. Some fans argue this is the most authentic drama the show has seen in years. Too raw, too detailed, too messy to have been scripted. Others believe Mona Scott Young is sitting back with a grin, letting it all play out because she knows the ratings are going to skyrocket. Either way, the feud has captured everyone's attention. So what happens now? Will Rasheeda and Jasmine's alleged closeness finally be exposed for what Yandy claims it is? Will Kirk admit that there's more to the story than he's been letting on? Or will Yandy be the one to take the fall, painted as the instigator who couldn't let things go? At this point, it feels like every episode, every interview, and every social media post adds another layer to the drama. And the truth? It can't stay hidden forever. So here's the big question. Whose side are you on? Are you Team Yandy, convinced Rasheeda betrayed a friend and tried to cover her tracks? Or are you Team Rasheeda, believing Yandy is exaggerating, stirring the pot, and dragging other people into her problems? Drop your thoughts down in the comments because I know y'all have receipts too.